Hello everyone, welcome back to another video, and in this one we'll be testing a lot of games in this brand new iPhone 15 Pro Max. And it's been some time this phone has been out, and I've been testing it through my regular usage, and it's been great. And for this video we'll be testing all these games. Let me just lower down the brightness a little bit. Yeah, so we'll be testing Genshin Impact, PUBG Mobile, Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, the definitive edition, not the regular one, because Rockstar partnered with Netflix and they released the remastered version of the Trilogy, the Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, Vice City, and the Grand Theft Auto 3 as well. So the graphics are really intense. And we'll be playing the latest farming simulator game that's also with the partnership of Netflix. And then we have some games from the Apple Arcade subscription. So the Gears Club Straddle. I think it's called Straddle, I'm not sure. Okay, so the next one is Oceanhorn 2. It's a really good game. It's like visually appealing and it's so beautiful. The gameplay is on point. And we also have Minecraft on the list. And we have then Asphalt 9, then we have Need for Speed No Limits, then we have Mortal Kombat, and for some reason there's Clash of Clans as well. Okay, and without wasting any time, let's begin checking out this iPhone 15 Pro Max. So it exactly looks like a 14 Pro Max because it still has the dynamic island and everything. So the only two differences on the outside is this action button as well as the USB Type-C. So that's why I'm showing that, because it's actual iPhone 15 Pro Max. It's not a 14 Pro Max. Okay, so without wasting any time, let's start with Genshin Impact. So at the moment, the graphic settings are, look at that. So the current performance load is overclocked. And the graphic quality is set to the highest possible rating. And also the FPS is 120 and the motion blur is turned off. And because this game is so intense, it's like the graphics package, even the game was about 4 gigabytes, and after that the game graphics package was also about 25 gigabytes. So it's like 30 gigabytes of game on a phone. And so we'll just turn off the music. Just give me 1 second, I don't want to mess with the copyright stuff. And full dynamic range, stereo audio and everything. Okay, so just close it. And we're playing at...
Hey, there's something strange over there. Come on, let's take a look.
Okay, I don't want to take a look at that. Okay, so it's 120 FPS. Look at that smoothness. But this video is only going to be like 60 FPS, and also YouTube compresses the video. But this video I'm recording in 4K 60 FPS, and this iPhone screen is, I think, near about 1440p, 120 FPS, and look at that. At the highest graphic settings, this game looks so beautiful, and it's running at full 120 FPS. It feels so smooth. But in some like intense scenes, for example, this all the confetti in the air, these all the effects, and this some kind of fog going on. Because of this, at some intense scenes, the frame rate kind of like drops from 120 to maybe 90, maybe 60. But it stays really smooth. I don't think it goes anywhere like a single frame below 60 FPS. And as you can see, this phone is so powerful, the A17 Pro. It's like a gaming console in your pocket. And let's jump on to PUBG Mobile. So PUBG Mobile, I'm not running it at like full graphics or anything, because these are more of quick action based games, so you need highest frames possible. I'm not sure why this iPhone display, Genshin Impact, as you have seen, goes up to 120 FPS. But PUBG, even in the lowest settings, for example, graphic settings will be smooth. Let's check. Okay, so let's go to settings, then graphics and audio. So look at that. So graphic settings are smooth, not the highest at the moment, so no extreme HDR or HDR. And even in the smooth graphic settings, the maximum frame rate only goes up to 90 FPS. It doesn't offer 120 FPS. I don't know why. I'm not sure even if on Samsung S23 Ultra or these kind of like Android flagship phones, I'm not sure if it's like offering 120 FPS. I'm not sure. but on iPhone it only goes up to 90 FPS. So the point of this video is to test like graphic intensity. So yeah, I'm I won't be playing because I'm looking at the screen of my phone through the screen of another phone which is recording the video. So that's why we're just testing the graphics and all that. There we go. Okay, we can just close it for now and keep them running in the background, and let's move on to the big boy, the Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. As you can see, the logo is different. It has a little Netflix logo as well, but under Grand Theft Auto San Andreas it says the definitive edition. So in the settings we can see the graphics resolution. We can crank it up to the highest possible, and for the audio I've turned on the music. Okay, from here it looks okay. We can keep it at digital. Confirm. Okay, let's go. Look, if you see like the pedestrians walking at a distance, so they kind of look like they don't look too detailed at all. But the whole like overall visual experience is like significantly better as compared to the original version. I also purchased also purchased the original one from the App Store, but as I have Netflix subscription and I have this game available to me, so I'll not be playing the original because like on the cost of a little bit of a resolution, maybe like from 1440p to like 720, or maybe a little bit between 720 and 1080, with everything better visuals, better lighting conditions and everything, I'll take that. Yeah, so this is San Andreas on Netflix, the definitive edition on iPhone, and look at that. So it looks kind of beautiful. And let's move on to Grand Theft Auto Vice City. Okay, so let's crank up the resolution to the max for this one as well, and the audio is already lower. And then let's play the game and just see how the GTA Vice City will perform. Okay, there we go, and there we have that little scooter. Yes, the digital buttons. Yeah, this game also looks really beautiful, and I also have the regular GTA. But what the fuck? What the hell, bro? Come on. Okay, I was just telling you that I also have the regular GTA San Andreas purchased from the App Store, but yeah, I'll not be going back because until I have Netflix, and these visuals are amazing. So I can definitely say that this one is at least running at 1080p. This one is not 720p because the details on this one are much higher resolution as compared to the San Andreas Definitive Edition. That one is running at a lower resolution because of the graphic intensity. So this one is like much better resolution, and look at those neon signs, all these hotels, and also the GTA 6 is on the horizon. We'll be playing in Vice City in about 2 years from now. So it's we are at the end of 2023. The next game we have on the list is Grand Theft Auto 3, and let's see how that one goes. Let's start the game. Yeah, this game is also, I think, running at 1080p, not the full resolution of the phone that this display can offer. But I can definitely tell you these Trilogy games, the Definitive Edition Grand Theft Auto series, they're not even coming close to 120 frames per second. So they are only running at 60, and San Andreas was also experiencing some of the frame rate dips. So maybe San Andreas was running from anywhere around between 60 and 30. At some points it was stable 60, and but you can visually tell when you're playing when the frame rate drops. So but these the other ones, the Vice City as well as this Grand Theft Auto 3, they are running smooth at 60 FPS, no frame drops at all. Okay, so this one is running good. And let's move on to the Farming Simulator 23. I'm not sure what is wrong with this. The Farming Simulator 20 and Farming Simulator 18 and 16, they are all well optimized and really good on all the iOS devices. 2021 as well as this 2023. They are like terribly, like very badly optimized. I'm not sure why, because even this is a phone chip and this is capable of running like really intense games. For example, the Assassin's Creed Mirage will be releasing on this, and this is capable. But this is Farming Simulator 23. This is like frame rate on this game is like 30 FPS, like sometimes even lower than that. Even on the lowest graphics. I'm not sure like what the fuck is going on with this one. Let's go to carrier. Okay. So see for yourself. Look at that. The frame rate for this one is at like, I can definitely tell it's 30 FPS. Like sometimes even lower than that. Look at that. So the frame dropping sometimes when you're playing, and this like laggy, jittery camera movements. This is like ridiculous. I don't like this at all. So the Farming Simulator games, I just keep on playing them on my consoles as well as my gaming PC. I even tried this one on my M2 iPad Pro, and that chip is a beast. Everybody knows that. And these games were still having issues, and they were not going anywhere over like 30 FPS. So for example, let's go to settings, and at the moment the graphic settings are like very high. So let's move them to very low, and then let's go back. So the graphic settings are now low. Look at those textures. They are ridiculous. And as you can see, while I'm trying to move the camera, so look at those graphics. Like you can't even read what's written on the tractor. So yeah, the graphic settings are so low at the moment. But even though like I'm moving the camera, the frame rate is still not stable 60 FPS even with this terrible look. So this is ridiculous. I just installed this game for like the testing purposes, and I will just drive this tractor a little bit. Did you see that huge frame drop? Like it felt like it stopped for some time in between. Let's move to the Gears Club. This is an Apple arcade game. Ooh, okay. It's like accelerating automatically, but I'll just have to steer. Where are the brakes? What is going on? It didn't even give me a tutorial. Like, look at those graphics. This game is really good, and the driving is really terrible. And but it's kind of fun. And let's pause this game over here. We just close it. Right, and we'll come back to it. And let's try the Oceanhorn 2. Like the frame rate for these games, like all the games are running in the background at the moment. And the iPhone is holding everything that's running in the background. A full-fledged gaming console and in your pocket. But I will not be playing like Grand Theft Auto 5 or the other games, because they will be running technically on like these like casting them. For example, I do have a PS5 and Xbox Series X over here, and I don't want to like use the Wi-Fi and to cast the games over here. So we're just playing the games that are taking advantage of this hardware, the processor and the GPU that's built inside the phone. So that's why we're just sticking with these kind of games. And look at this Oceanhorn. Look at this beautiful video game. The visuals of this one is really good. To be honest, I never like completed this game. Yeah. Oh, whoa. I don't have a shield or anything.